I hope your day is full of silly putty and slinkies and yo-yos and Tamagotchis and Furbies and Beanie Babies and creepery crawlers and easy bake ovens. It's a toy intro, a retro toy intro. You gotta have Polly Pockets, dude. I almost left out my favorite Polly Pocket. What's up, everyone? It is I, Shank, live from the Comedy Store for another episode of Shank with today's guest, Erica Rhodes. But before we get into this week's episode of Shank with Erica, there's just a few things I want to tell you about. One, December 12th, Kim and I are coming to the Comedy Store main room at 8 p.m. It's a fire lineup so far. It's Kim, me, Ian Fidance, Jordan Jensen, Josh Potter, and we're going to be adding one more big headliner to that lineup as well. So make sure to get tickets for that because it probably will sell out. And then, as always, there's one thing I'm very excited about, and that's Oh Yeah socks. Oh yeah, if you're like me, you love waking up first thing and putting on socks. I love socks. I sleep in socks. I'm one of those bitches that sleeps in socks. It's not easy to say. I can't go to sleep if my toes are exposed. I sleep better when my toes are covered and they're warm. And there's only one brand of socks I trust, and that's Oh Yeah socks. That's 3 O's, HYEAH.com. You can go to ohyeah.com. You can shop all the different socks and slippers, whether you're into alligators or blueberries or surfboards. There's a pair of socks or slippers for you. They make amazing stocking stuffers. I love them so much. Shop discount code Sara, SARA 10 for 10% off unique sock designs, and patreon.com/Sara Weinshenk for bonus content. And let's do it. Let's get into this week's episode of Shank with the one, the only comedian, Erica Rhodes. Guys, here it is. I didn't like what he did during with the Golden Globes.
Oh,
he gave her a hard time about the.
How are you involved in this too?
No, I'm so involved in the Brianna chicken fried Zach Bryan shit. And then so then on what she did BFF Pod, which is on Barstool.
Oh right. So then I was watching his stuff.
Oh yeah, I was watching his stuff too.
I was like, okay, so what I wonder is, so he's like a genius marketing guy, and so he's sort of using her. I mean, yeah, she's benefiting too, but he's benefiting. And then it's also like just so much, like, I don't know. For me, if I've gone through bad breakups in the past, when you're enmeshed in it in the beginning, it feels so dramatic. And then a couple of years go by, you're like, I wish I didn't give that guy any attention at all. Like, he didn't deserve
all of that.
Even negative attention.
I mean, did you hear? Okay, because then Josh Richards and Portnoy wrote a diss track.
Right, I watched that
on TikTok. Did you watch it on TikTok?
I watched it on YouTube. I actually followed the link.
Oh, yeah. So
this is what TikTok does to you.
Yeah, this is all of a sudden you're talking about a relationship you know nothing about.
I'm like, I never listened to her podcast. I just discovered his music a couple months ago.
I saw him in concert a year ago.
Oh, you did?
So I feel like he lied to me too a little bit.
Yeah.
Zach Bryan. He had all these pretty songs. These poetic, beautiful songs, but he's a fucking dirty little man underneath it all.
But then they're showing in the songs, he's like, I'm gonna hurt you.
Yeah.
They're like, oh my God, I can't believe he hurt someone. He wrote a whole song that's like, I'm gonna hurt you and hurt you again, and you're gonna keep coming back because you're a moron.
Yeah. And I definitely have a drinking problem.
And I miss my mom. I'm too enmeshed with my mom, and she's dead.
Yeah, I know that his mom's dead too from the breakup.
We know way too much.
We know too much about Zach Bryan. When I went to the Zach Bryan concert with my boyfriend, I got us tickets to go, and it was our first time going to a Zach Bryan concert, and all of the men were dressed up also like Zach Bryan. Like, they were all in cowboy hats and like white shirts, and Zach was like, this is like Swifties for men.
Oh my God.
And it was. If you look, Zach Bryan diss track TikTok.
He is cute. I mean, he is cute.
Is it the country
this
ditty?
This is the other one they had. This is the one they released after they took down the Josh Richards one, because Josh Richards, I know too much. And Portnoy.
You know almost more than I know, and I thought I knew everything.
Oh, no, I spent hours on TikTok researching.
And this is it's being pushed at you, too.
Yes.
See, Dave Portnoy is a very good marketing guy.
No, he's a genius.
He's really smart.
But the one on TikTok. And then that one's the one that got taken down.
Oh, it got taken down. Why
it
did
got
it get
taken
taken
down?
down?
Because Josh Richards was also signed with Warner Brothers Music, and so was Zach Bryan. So Zach Bryan's team had it taken down off Warner Brothers Music, but it still exists on TikTok, the original one.
By the way, did you go this far? Did you start looking up his other ex-girlfriends?
Oh yeah, Deb. Unfortunately, I did.
I like that one because she seems like totally over it. She's just like, whatever.
I think she has a new boyfriend.
Yeah, she has a new boyfriend who lives down the street, and
he
goes
she was walking to her house. I did see that video.
This is ridiculous that we know
too
this.
much.
Like, this is not okay. Yeah, that girl.
This is Deb.
That's Deb.
I like her because to me, she's moved on in a healthy way. She's running marathons, and she's working on herself.
Survivor.
Yeah, she's a survivor. I think she moved to New York.
She definitely lives in New York. I saw her walking down that New York sidewalk to get to her boyfriend's house too.
Right, yeah,
I saw that damn
use
clip.
The espresso.
Yes.
This is embarrassing.
No, it's embarrassing. It's embarrassing. This is like what I feel like people in their 20s should be doing.
Right. And why are we doing this? Is why we're so tired
sad.
and sad.
I'm like, we're so sad. Okay, I'm going to officially introduce you. What's up, everyone? Welcome to another episode of Shank. I'm Sara Weinshenk, and today's guest is the one, the only comedian, Erica Rhodes.
Thank you. I like that.
It was
intro.
very formal.
Yeah, it's
after
very formal.
loose conversation about Zach Bryan.
Felt like now we start with serious topics.
No, but I have to tell you this.
Yeah.
So, okay, when they premiered the episode,
yeah,
I waited for them to premiere the episode.
You did?
I didn't. Yeah, one
you
thing
were,
led to another.
Counting down.
There was a little thing that said 30 minutes, and I was like, oh, wow, this is perfect timing. So I set like an alarm for 30 minutes. I watched it the second that it dropped. The second that it dropped, he also released 2 new tracks. So he's a fucking genius too.
Yeah,
And
he's
the tracks
using
are
it.
good.
Well, so here's the thing: is like it really is true that there's no such thing as negative publicity because now that I'm watching their stuff. Now I'm getting his stuff too in my feed. And then he wrote a new song, and then now I downloaded that song.
High Road?
Yes.
That one's really good.
It's really good. And
I know.
I think we're playing both sides, and we need to figure out our moral compass.
Well, I do feel bad for her because he seemed fucking crazy. She said that he was monitoring her social media and was like, "You can't wear that."
He was controlling. And
but if that little short man told me I couldn't wear something, I don't think I would be able to take him seriously because I'm not in an emotionally abusive relationship with him.
Well, I think he love bombed her and seemed like the perfect guy. Bought her a house and a dog
in her hometown.
It
was in her hometown
and Boston. I'm a Boston girl too, so I connect with her. But I mean, he didn't start out. No one starts out abusive. That's the thing. No one starts out like putting their worst foot forward. Like, just so you know, I'm going to start controlling what you wear.
It's a subtle reveal.
It's subtle. It's like they wrap you. They rope you in, and then they're like, "Oh, just kidding. I'm a jerk."
Ugh.
Yeah.
But then he gets to, and then she said in the interview, he gets to go sing his happy little songs or whatever. And I was like, fuck his happy little songs, but they are kind of good.
But that is the difference in the world right now, is that it used to be like someone was just amazing with their talent and that was it. And now we know everything about them.
I know.
We didn't used to
like
know
if Elvis had social media. That would be amazing,
He
dude.
would have been canceled. He would have been canceled in like 2 days.
Instantly.
Yeah. I don't think he would have lasted. I mean, he was like sleeping with underage women,
yeah,
right?
No,
So,
it's Elvis.
I don't
He's
think
like passed out. I feel like he'd be like passed out on his stories.
Yeah.
And then forget that he posted it.
Oh, here's the other thing that I'm focusing on is the Liam Payne thing. And I didn't even know Liam Payne.
Me either.
I didn't know anything about. I wasn't a One Direction girl. I'm too old.
Me either.
But the Liam Payne thing, he
jumped off the
fell off. They found out he fell off the balcony.
They're suing the hotel.
They should. I'm sure he got the drugs from someone in the hotel. But
What
there's
drugs?
all these conspiracy theories about that too.
That
but
it
I
ties
don't really.
back to Diddy.
Yeah, well, some of those are a little far-fetched, but some of them are like that his ex-girlfriend stuff, that she was supposedly staying in the same hotel the night he was killed or all this, I don't know. There's all sorts of stuff. She was coming out with a novel that was based on his life.
What?
And then she filed a cease and desist to him, and now They said that he was sending inappropriate photos to his ex-girlfriend and her mom. I saw a video.
What?
Yeah.
He was sending nude photos to his
ex-girlfriend's mom.
What did the mom say?
I don't know. They were doing a cease and desist. Like, he wasn't allowed to contact them anymore legally. And that had just happened a couple weeks before
You think he killed himself because he wanted to send to his ex-girlfriend's mom dick pics?
No, he was having a drug problem.
Yeah, which drugs?
Everything. He was on everything when he died. He was on like
everything.
Pink, yeah, he was on.
No, not everything.
He was on like pink cocaine.
I did see that.
He was on some other crystal meth. He was on crack. He was drunk.
Pink cocaine is supposed to be like a mixture of drugs, right? So it's like
Yeah. I know that.
Oh yeah,
2CB.
That's why I said everything. It's
because it's just like all mixed in there.
Yeah.
Pink cocaine.
So
Barbie.
Yeah. But then I went down the rabbit hole. I was trying to write a joke about this, but it was a little too early to do it, which was like that, like, yeah, he died. It was really tragic. And then like I started looking up his story, and then I started looking up his girlfriend that died or that left 2 days before he died, and all this stuff. And I'm like watching her videos, and I'm like, oh, she must be so sad. And I'm like, she's so pretty. And then I found her pasta recipe, and I was like, that's a pretty good pasta recipe.
That is so funny.
And I was like, I should make this pasta recipe. And then I finally made it, and I was like, wow, at least one good thing came out of his death.
You made a pasta recipe from Liam Payne's ex-girlfriend.
It was influenced by it.
What kind of pasta?
It was just like a pretty basic tomato pasta sauce. And I mean, I didn't get the exact ingredients, but it was influenced.
It was, yeah.
And she made it look really good. So I was like, okay. So yes, it was sad.
She's like, tragic. Yes, my ex is dead, but this pasta though.
She's bringing joy to the world.
So
is that bad? That is really
no, it's really funny.
The joke did not work.
No, it's really funny. I think you should keep doing the joke.
Really?
Yeah.
Just wait a couple months when, I mean, it's pretty sad right now.
A little less fresh.
Yeah, a little less
fresh.
Yeah.
Okay, wait. I remember something specific that you told me one time in the green room, and that's that you've never watched porn.
Yeah. And I said that on a few podcasts, and people are very surprised by it.
No, it's the most surprising thing of all time to me.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just one of those. I feel like it's the same as when people aren't on social media. You're like, you can just not be on social media, you know?
Kind of.
Like you could. It
is kind of the same thing.
Yeah, you can like opt out of certain norms that have been pushed on us.
So you have no desire to watch porn?
No, because I've never watched it, so I don't have any urge to watch it.
Do you think in like 10 years maybe you'll get the urge?
Maybe, but I haven't yet. So it's like one of those things where if you haven't had a drink yet, why would you start drinking when you're
That is true.
In your 50s?
What do you think the first thing you would look up is?
Yeah, that's a good question.
Oh, that's a good question.
Monogamy.
Loving committed relationship porn. Classic 1920s influenced Audrey Hepburn porn.
That's so funny.
Yeah, I mean, am I missing it? I feel like most people are like, you're not really missing anything.
You're not really missing anything, but like sometimes I'm not very imaginative and I need the assist. Or I have like so many different thoughts happening at once that I'm like, I need something that's just sex so that I can stop thinking about the things I haven't done.
Well, I think I do that too with like scrolling, like or TikTok. Or, like if I'm scrolling, it's because I'm supposed to be doing something else that I don't want to do.
I know.
And same with but then also lately I've been watching just dumb TV too.
Like what?
I just started watching The Golden Bachelorette.
Oh, is that good?
The men
are gross.
There's just something a little fake about how much they're just like, oh my God, she's amazing. And they don't know her yet, you know?
Yeah.
And they're all like already putting her on a pedestal, like she's just got such a good heart and she's gorgeous and everything. And it's like, you don't know this woman yet, you know? And like,
I fell for the Jerry guy last time.
Some of them are a little cheesy. I like the man that was set up through the other girl. Him, yeah, that guy. Don't tell me who wins because I haven't seen it yet.
I don't know.
Okay,
either.
don't do any spoilers.
Have you ever done like there's like people that like bet on The Bachelor, right?
Oh, really?
No.
No, I've never done betting.
I'm not a big gambler.
But
But
you
that
know-
would be crazy. I'm driving down to Morongo and I'm going to bet on The Bachelorette tonight. Can you even do that at Morongo? Or do you have to go to Vegas?
I don't know.
Wait, there was another thing that I watched. Oh, have you seen The Mole?
No.
I've watched The Mole too.
What's
I
The
loved
Mole?
that because it's very psychological.
What is it?
It's like a reality show where they do all these games and stuff, but one person is trying to sabotage. Like they keep trying to earn money by like
Okay.
doing these challenges as
Okay.
teams and stuff. But then one person is the mole and they don't know who it is. So one person is secretly trying to sabotage every time they make money
Yeah.
and undermine everything, but they don't know who it is.
Is it on Netflix?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll watch The Mole.
To me, that's a really fun, like just zone out show.
Okay, I'm going to watch The Mole.
So, yeah.
I watched the Martha Stewart documentary.
Is that good? No.
It was very long. Okay, first of all, Martha Stewart, first female billionaire.
Really? I didn't know
Yes,
that.
She was. And
Wow.
it started because Kmart came to her and they were like, do you want to have your line at Kmart? And at first she was like, yeah, she was down right away. And then
Yeah.
everyone was like, that's making your brand go downhill because it's Kmart. And then she became a billionaire.
Wow.
But then there's parts of it where you're like, is Martha Stewart a narcissist?
probably.
She like talks about how she made out with some guy at the Vatican while she was married, but she
Oh
doesn't
my
view it as
God.
cheating because she was overcome with emotion because she was in such a beautiful place.
Yeah, it
And I'm like,
sounds
bitch,
like she's a
that's cheating.
narcissist.
You can't just make out with someone at the Vatican. That's like, and if you're gonna cheat, who cheats at the Vatican?
Right. What the Lord is watching.
Yeah, yeah, no.
She was probably getting off on the fact that it's so bad, like, ooh.
Yeah,
She's
like,
getting away with it.
Yeah, and she says that didn't count. But I'm like, bitch, that counted. And
That
then she
does
says that her
count.
husband cheated on her and that counted. And I'm like, how is it?
Yeah, that's a
But-
sign of narcissism.
Yeah, my friend texted me and said, do you think Martha's a narcissist? And then I said, oh, it was right in front of me this whole time and I didn't realize. And then she's like, yeah, the making out at the Vatican thing. And I was like, yeah.
Do you ever think, I mean, this is a theory. This is one thing I'm wondering. It's like, are people narcissists and then that helps them get famous because they're just like one track minded? Or do they become narcissists after they get famous because they get everything they want?
I think they start out as narcissists.
You think they start and then it just
Snowballs.
It snowballs. Yeah. It gives them power that they didn't have if they weren't famous.
Right.
To
And then
be
it's like a
more
little
narcissistic.
monster.
Yeah. I have a funny Martha Stewart story, actually.
What?
I was hostessing at this fancy restaurant. It was like a seafood restaurant
Okay.
in Manhattan, like Upper East Side or something. Or maybe it was, I don't know. It was East Side somewhere. And it was this Greek, very fancy restaurant. I was just the hostess and she came in
Okay.
and I made her wait for a table.
Well, she was not happy.
And her daughter was like, do you know who that is?
No.
And I was like, no. I was like, I don't. I go, but it is a 20-minute wait. And then I got fired.
Because of you
Because
got
I
fired?
made Martha Stewart wait for a table. I really didn't know who she was. Someone had to tell me later that was Martha Stewart. And I was like, oh, whatever. Her daughter's
a bitch.
A
Well, her
bitch.
daughter's a bitch because she didn't hug her enough, according to the
Oh,
documentary.
yeah. Her daughter was like ice cold. And
Well,
she was like,
she's
do you
ice
know who
cold.
that is?
She was ice cold too as a parent. That's what I found
Oh,
out
okay.
in the backstory. And
Well,
I'm like,
her-
she does seem kind of cold now that I see it. And there's this clip. She was just on Drew Barrymore's show, and Drew Barrymore was touching her, and you can tell she didn't like it, and she acts really weird. I'm trying to see if we can find it because she's just like,
Is there a picture of her daughter? I just want to see what her daughter looks like because that's the one.
Yeah.
Martha Stewart wasn't rude to me, but she went to the bar and waited.
yeah.
But her daughter was just like horrified
Wait.
that I made her wait.
Okay, wait.
Oh, hold on, I don't know why I did it like that.
Yeah, because Drew Barrymore's like, can you hear it?
She like pushed her
yeah,
away.
yeah.
Should I put some sound?
Someone comes in and you're the wrong gender.
I know.
Oh my God, she literally said you're the wrong gender.
And pushed her off.
Round of applause.
Wow. Drew Barrymore's like, sorry.
Martha Stewart pushing you off. And then her
Yeah,
friend.
and it was so like dismissed. Like it wasn't funny.
No, it was like,
It was like,
get
ew,
away from
ew.
me.
You have cooties.
yeah.
You're poor.
Yeah, that was the vibe.
Yeah.
You're poor.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, she's they were calling her the original influencer
Really?
on the documentary because she was like the first person to show like living, like
the
you know, like
lifestyle
set the
brand.
table. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
But she
remember
was.
my mom
I mean,
watched her.
yeah, my sister watched her as a kid, and she'd be like, "Mommy, this woman's teaching me how to make pizza." Like
Yeah.
she thought it was just, to her.
Yeah. Martha Stewart. My mom also watched Oprah when I was a kid.
My mom did not. We didn't really have
TV?
TV for a while.
You didn't?
I didn't have TV till I was like in second grade.
Okay. And then did you get into it or not really?
We only had a couple channels.
You didn't have
We didn't
cable?
have we never had cable, so there weren't a lot of options. I watched Full House.
Full House, so good.
Yeah, as a kid, I loved Full House.
Me too. I was obsessed.
You were?
I was obsessed with Full House and the Olsen twins.
Yeah, me too.
I had all the sing-along videos that they had. Did you
Aw.
have those?
I didn't have that.
Oh, I was deep into it.
I don't think I had that.
Yeah.
But I was into them, and I was obsessed with Stephanie. I thought she was so cool. Stephanie.
Yeah. How rude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then what else?
I saw her at the Comedy Store.
Oh yeah, she does comedy now. I've met her. She's really nice.
She is really
yeah.
nice.
What's her name?
I can't think of her name.
Jody.
Sweden.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she's really nice, and yeah, she's really
I
talented.
felt starstruck when I saw her.
Yeah, me too. And she's cool.
I started like looking at the ground. She was like, I didn't even introduce myself. I was just like, she seems nice and cool, but
it's too much.
it's too much.
I met her at a party like a long time ago.
You did?
Like it was, I think it was James Gunn's party before James Gunn did what did he do? Direct that
I don't
action, the action Guardians of the Galaxy.
Okay.
And I met her, and she was really nice. I was like, oh, she's really down to earth. Yeah, him. I hung out with him a bit, and then right before he did Guardians of the Galaxy, so he hadn't done it yet.
Okay, cool. And that's where you met her?
Yeah, and then I met her through him, and she was just really down to earth and cool, and I liked her. But I haven't seen her since. But we follow each other. I was supposed to do one of her. I guess she does produce comedy shows.
Yeah.
I was supposed to do one, but I was out of town.
Well, hopefully you get on that Jodie Sweden show.
Yeah, because she's cool.
Yeah.
But also she seems pretty grounded for a child star.
Which is rare.
Yeah.
So sometimes I check on Amanda Bynes, and I always regret that I didn't.
God, I feel sad about that.
Because she was such a cute, normal, nice girl.
And she really had a huge future ahead of her. Like, she really had genuine talent.
I know.
So something went weird there.
Something went weird.
She had a breakdown, I think.
Yeah. I don't think I would put my kids into Hollywood. There's not a chance in hell.
My mom tried, and I refused to be a child. I refused.
She did?
There was a show called Zoom. I did child acting.
Okay.
But there was a show called Zoom, which was like kind of like Barney or something like that. And I thought I was above it, so I refused to audition. I was like, I will not be associated with that show.
No.
And I did audition. So then my mom was like, I guess she's not into this. So then I kind of stopped.
Begged my mom to like sign me up for like. Because when I was a kid, some random agent gave her a business card, and every day I was like, "Can you call the agent, Mom?" She's like, "I'm not calling the agent." No,
you wanted to be an actress.
I wanted to be an actress, and then I had this kid in my class who was an actor, and he would miss school for auditions and shit.
Oh yeah,
and I was so jealous of that. Yeah. I wanted to do it so bad, and my mom was like, "I'm not going to be a weird stage mom."
Wow.
She took me to I did an acting class, and the teacher of the acting class, the whole reason she was making money was because she said she was Mary-Kate and Ashley's acting coach.
And she wasn't?
I think she was, but
for a day.
I don't really know how often she was working with them, but that was her hook.
I feel like people do that a lot. Like they brush shoulders with someone. People will say that about opening for people that be like, I'm an opener for this person. They just open for them once.
One time, yeah.
You know?
Yeah, it was that sort of thing. And so I was eating it up. I was like, Mom, it's Mary-Kate and Ashley's acting teacher. I have to go to this acting coach. Aww. And then she was filming, they were filming something, and she had us all come to set and we could be extras in it. And it was the best day of my life. My mom hated every second of it. She was like, it was like, I came back like super sunburned. And my mom said that the conversations that she had to have with like the other parents were so brutal. Like they were so focused on their child's stardom. And my mom was like, we're never doing that again.
What, did you grow up here?
Yeah.
Okay. So it's even worse because a lot of parents are probably pushing that on their kids.
It is worse. And like the parents, a lot of times they like move here and they like sacrifice everything for their like 4-year-olds. Like so much pressure.
It's so depressing.
No, I know. Like when I was doing commercial auditions and I had to go in person, I saw the darkest shit ever. This lady was like making her kid recite the Oreo commercial again and again. She's like, again from the top. And
my God.
And he's like, no, I don't want to do it, Mommy. I don't want to do it. And she's like, I don't care. Again from the top. And then he's like, I don't want to do it. And she's like, sit down or I'll beat the bejesus out of you.
Whoa.
And I was like,
the bejesus.
I was like, oh my God, this kid's like getting hit when he's like in between audition takes. It was so scary.
Yeah, that's the dismal side of Hollywood. With the kid thing. Did you watch that documentary, the Nickelodeon one?
That shit was so dark.
Yeah, that was sad.
But I couldn't stop watching it though. Yeah. It was so sad because I watched it so much as a kid. Did you watch it?
I didn't.
Oh no, because of cable.
We didn't have cable, so I never watched. I used to pretend to watch, like, because people would talk about Nickelodeon all the time, and I'd be like, yeah, and I would pretend, and I have no idea what they were talking about.
No, I used to watch it all the time. And I felt like I knew those fucking kids. So when I was watching the thing, it was like, that was so dark. Yeah.
Yeah, it was sad.
No thanks. The Golden Bachelor, remember that guy, Jerry?
Yeah, I didn't get into that one. Did you watch the whole thing?
I watched parts of it.
It was too sad in the beginning, and I just couldn't.
Oh, because his wife died?
Yeah, but I guess her husband died. It wasn't as sad.
No, but he felt like he had a connection with all of them.
Oh, really? Was he a big player?
He kind of was. He'd come back and be like, I have a connection with her as well. Like,
oh no.
I'm like, you're not attracted to all of them. You're too thirsty.
Well, that's what I felt like even about the first introduction of The Bachelorette, where I'm like, come on, you gotta. She's like, he's handsome and he's nice and these men are all wonderful. And I'm like, I would have eliminated half of them and been like, no, thank you.
Yeah.
And because they're just kind of slimy. Yeah. Some of them are a little slimy.
Because it's like, why would you want to go on TV?
Yeah, there's always another agenda. Yes.
Towards the end of your life to find love.
I guess at that point, you're kind of like, whatever. Like, I'll do anything. Like, not out of desperation, but also just like, what do you have to lose? It's not like you're trying to uphold a brand or something.
I guess. Would you go on it?
Bachelorette? If
Bachelorette.
If I'm single by 55?
By like 65. Would you go on it?
I don't think so. I know too much about reality stuff.
How much do you think they get paid?
Not enough.
Not enough to embarrass themselves the way they are.
Not enough. They're gonna get what they're gonna make money on is brand deals and things like that. They're not. That's like what they always say. They're like, oh, you'll make money later. Like America's.
I'm tired of that
America's
story.
Got
that
Talent.
You'll make money later story. It feels like very Hollywood.
But I think every reality show does that. Like you don't make money unless you either win or you get sponsorship later. That's what they're all like. Reality is all just promotion.
Did you watch The Secret Life of Mormon Wives?
No, is that good? Because I need more mindless stuff.
That is good.
Yeah? Okay.
Yeah.
Is that a reality show?
It's a reality show on Hulu.
Okay.
And
I'll watch it.
They're crazy. None of them drink because they're Mormon. Or actually, like, 2 of them drink, and the ones that don't drink judge the ones that drink. Like, there's, like, a clear divide.
And they're all married to the same man?
No, they all have different husbands.
Okay.
But they're addicted to soda because they can't drink. So they
that's even worse.
They go and they get sodas and they like mix weird things. Like one of the main girls mixes creamer in her Baja Blast Mountain Dew.
Ew.
And drinks it.
That's not healthy.
No, I know. I had Mountain Dew Baja Blast one time in my life. Have you ever had it?
No, I don't even know what it is.
It looks like a clean,
super caffeinated soda.
It looks like a cleaning chemical. The color of it is
green, like slime.
It's more like blue. Oh yeah, it's green.
Ew.
It's greenish, bluish.
That's so gross looking.
Let me tell you.
Okay.
It hit.
Bad?
When I had it, I liked it too much. I was like, this could be
really?
a real. I'm not proud of it.
What?
Well, I mean, Sarah likes her caffeine.
I do like my caffeine,
but what does it taste like? Just like chemicals?
Like good chemicals.
Good chemicals.
Which sounds dark because I do like Diet Coke, and that tastes like good chemicals to me too.
Tropical lime, I guess.
That was the other thing. I didn't grow up with soda. We never had soda in our house.
You didn't? What did you have? Orange juice? Milk?
Water.
Yeah,
just like basics.
Did your parents give you milk a lot?
Not a lot, but we had milk. Now I don't drink milk because I think I might be lactose sensitive or whatever. But
my parents didn't make us drink milk, but when I went to my friend's house, and sometimes I'd stay there when my parents were out of town, and they'd put a glass of milk with every meal.
I think I was lactose intolerant because I would get stomach aches that were so painful, and I'd be crying, and my mom would never be like, "Oh, maybe it's the milk."
I feel like everyone when we grew up was just like drinking milk for like too long.
Well, they had a whole marketing scheme for milk, and I think there's like a whole story behind that, why they were pushing milk so hard.
Got Milk?
The Got Milk campaign, there was some historical reason why they were pushing that, and I forget why.
Really?
Yeah. There might be a documentary about it.
There's a Got Milk documentary?
There might be, or short
video.
I saw something that was like something to do with the
declining milk sales.
It had something to do with the military too. Yeah, there was something. Yeah, I mean, they definitely were just trying to make money, probably.
I remember everyone had like a milk mustache, and it was
and you had milk at school, and milk was nobody drinks milk like that.
No. What did your mom pack you for lunch?
She forgot.
She forgot?
She would forget.
A lot?
Yeah, a lot.
That's bad. Would she bring you it after she forgot it?
No. She was like, I had a fend for yourself childhood.
My mom used to say, tonight's fend for yourself night. You
figure
figure out your own meal.
We had that like every night. It was like, here's dinner, which sometimes was like artichoke heart or artichokes.
My parents did do that as a meal too.
Yeah, I was like, now I look back and I'm like, how is artichoke a meal? Like just artichoke. And we thought it was sauce. We had a sauce. It was like butter. And you dip it and you scrape it off. But then you're still starving after.
Yeah, and then you cut the heart open.
Yeah, and then you eat that, and it's like a big thing.
Yeah, it just takes so long to do it that you're not even hungry anymore by the time you're done.
But I loved it so much.
I know, I loved it so much.
I remember thinking it was like a special. Oh my God, we're having artichoke.
We'd had that too.
Really?
Yes.
That's so weird.
That is so weird.
But then nothing else with it.
No, us either. My mom would make a sauce that we dip the artichoke into, and then there'd be like
lemon.
Yeah, and then it'd be like a bowl.
Yeah, and then we would just we would pour, but then it was like that was it, and then I was like hungry after. So then my mom would be like, "Oh, you can eat whatever you want after." So it'd be like I'd have a dinner after dinner, and it would usually be like cereal or ramen. I had a lot of ramen.
You did. My mom would try to get experimental. Like one time, she was like, because we didn't really eat red meat, so she was like, "I'm gonna make meatloaf." Which I hate.
Oh, my mom made meatloaf too, and I hated it too.
I hate meatloaf so badly. My mom made a turkey meatloaf.
Oh,
and I can't even think about it.
Yeah,
it was like the color of like Adobe red tiles, like Pueblo tiles, and it like scarred me for life.
Oh my God, it sounds awful.
It was awful.
My mom purposely, or I don't know, she didn't do it purposely, but she was a pescatarian. And so whenever she made meat, it was just not good. And
do you think she was doing it low key on purpose?
Low key, like to maybe make us not like meat. My sister still eats meat, but I don't eat meat.
You don't?
Yeah.
Sometimes I feel like I crave like red meat, and I don't know.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you eat red meat?
I do, yeah. But like sometimes I just feel like it's like I need it.
The only time I crave it is if I smell bacon. Like I walked by the bagel truck today and smelled bacon, and I was like, that smells so good.
Bacon smells so...
I love the smell of bacon.
So good.
But any other meat I have no desire to eat.
Really?
Yeah, nothing.
I don't like turkey.
No, I've never liked turkey. And I don't like pork.
My least favorite part of Thanksgiving is turkey.
Yeah. No, I've never been into turkey.
It's so dry.
Yeah. It's really dry.
It's dry. And then there was like this weird scare where all of like the boarhead meat had listeria outbreak.
Is it supposed to be like the good one?
I don't know.
I feel like a lot of meat.
Yeah, and that's supposed to be the good company, Boar's Head. And now I'm like, I don't think I can get deli meat from them anymore. I never really buy deli meat, but
Do you know what I'm having? Okay, I don't know if I should share this because it could ruin it for you too.
no, maybe you should. Maybe.
Have you seen Society of the Snow?
No.
No.
What is that?
I don't know if I want to. Okay, Society of the Snow. It's about what the soccer team got stranded in is it the Alps or the Andes?
Okay. Is it based on a real story?
Andes. Yeah, it's based on a real story, and they ended up having to like eat the dead people.
No.
Like they had to survive. They like it was basically like they're either gonna die out there
Or eat their friends.
or eat their. I mean, they had already died.
Their dead
It's not like they
teammate.
killed anyone, but yeah, their friends that had already died, and they had to live off of it.
That is
Yeah,
disgusting.
But it's a really well done film. This one,
yeah.
it's a remake of another film that was called Alive in the 70s.
But so when you
based
watched
on-
it, did they show
So-
what the meat looks
so they
like?
showed what it looked like, and now I can't eat lox. Like I can't.
Oh my God.
Really?
I'm sorry. I can't.
I've already been on the fence about locks. Here's the thing.
I'm sorry.
and as a Jew, it does hurt to be on
I
the fence
know.
about it to begin
And I
with.
love locks, and I'm struggling with it because it looks the same.
That's what it looked like
And that's what it looked like in
when
the
it was cooked.
film. I mean, yeah, whether
Like
it was
the cooked skin looks like locks.
like, I think so. I don't know if it was cooked or not. I don't know if they ate it. I guess they probably did cook it. Yeah, but like, yeah, it looked.
Oh
I can't. Yeah, I'm sorry. I knew I shouldn't have brought it up.
no, I'm glad that you did though.
But
Because I've
I-
already been on the fence about locks. So this
Really?
really I ordered lox and bagels over the weekend, and I said I think I feel like lox, and I ate half of it, and I said I don't think I like lox.
Yeah, I
And
used to love it.
I don't know. I think it's the texture.
Well, it's raw.
Yeah. Well, now it's done.
No, I didn't mean.
It's straight up
I was
done.
so worried that-
Listen, sister, I'm never having locks again.
I was so worried it would have that effect, and that's why I almost didn't say
No, it's
it.
okay.
I'm so sorry.
I was already on the fence.
Yeah, but I
you
don't
just
wanna
actually kind of made it easier for me, to be
really
honest.
to just be done with locks.
Because
But
this was probably the
sometimes you
first
might
time I
crave
ordered
it.
locks. I thought I was. And then I
Yeah.
got it and I said, enough. Maybe I'm
You're
not.
done.
I'm done with it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I can't. I mean, I haven't been able to eat it since, which now I know it's exactly from that film.
Oh.
It's a little traumatizing.
Do you have siblings?
a sister?
Older?
Yeah.
Older.
Do you have siblings?
I have a younger sister.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Does your sister have kids?
Yeah. A
So
niece
you're
and
gonna,
nephew.
how old?
12 and 10.
That's cute.
Yeah. They're older now. It's
That's so
weird. Do you
weird.
have niece and
I don't know, but my
Yeah.
boyfriend has kids, which
Oh,
is really
right.
fun.
Yeah, that's cool. And you're close with them?
Yeah, they're so cute and fun.
How old are they?
They're 3 and 8.
Oh, that's really fun ages.
Yeah, they're
And
really
cute
funny.
ages.
Yeah.
What's that like? Is that, I mean,
Well, it's definitely fun. It's definitely
Yeah.
I've realized that like if I have kids, they will be spoiled. And like just the inclination of like, do they need this thing? It's like, no, they don't need that.
yeah.
We went to the grocery store. We went to the grocery store and the 3-year-old wanted to buy this stuffed animal, and it was like this little like husky dog, and it had like really big bulgy eyes, and it was like really cute. And he like put it next to his face and he goes, "It's my best friend." And he wanted it so badly. And I was like, let's just get him the dog stuffed animal. And Zach was like, no, because if he gets things all of the time, then he's going to expect them all of the time, which was actually the better parenting.
Yeah.
But like in my head, I was like, oh, fuck. But I
feel
got
like-
him the dog. I
Oh,
got
you
him.
did? I was like, but I feel like that's like part of your job is to be like the cool girlfriend
Yeah.
mom.
Yeah.
You know,
yeah.
like you get to be the like fun.
I got him it for what it was his brother's birthday, and I was like, I know he wants that dog, so I'm gonna give him something, and he like loved it, and it was so
Aw.
cute.
Did you before you started dating him? Were you like, did you think you would date a guy with kids ever, or
Well, I dated a guy for like 5 years on and off who was older, and he was like an established writer. And I thought that like we would probably be together, like, but then that was also kind of me being crazy because at the end of the day, like he didn't want kids, and I always knew that I wanted kids, like in some way.
Yeah.
And it was just completely off the table, or like he wasn't fully certain one way or another. And if you're not really certain by the time you're like 50, I would assume it's a no.
Yes.
And so yeah. So
is that why you broke up, or
yeah, and that's why we broke up. And then I met Zach, and he had kids, and it was like so refreshing because it was the opposite of all these guys in LA who like don't want a family or like so
that's nice.
Yeah, and it's like a good combination because it's like I'm not there all the time, but I get to be with the kids when it like.
Do you want to have your own too, or
maybe
you're not sure?
Maybe like one. I don't think I want. Like I used to want more, but now I'm just like one would be fine.
I know, that's how I feel. I'm like, well, if there's one that I can get in the tail end of my eggs.
Yeah, that's how I feel. Just one and done.
That would be a good title for something. The Last Egg.
Yeah.
It's about your one kid.
Yeah. The last egg.
You're the last egg.
Yeah, it's also like I always thought that I would want to have girls, but little boys are so cute.
I've always wanted a boy.
Yeah.
But my family all has girls, so it's probably
well, little boys are so cute. They're
so
crazy though. Like they're crazy, and they have every type of toy, the things that they get into. It's like they have like a bucket of dinosaurs, a bucket of monster trucks.
Yeah.
It's like they're just like boys.
Right.
When I was a kid, I was like girly. Were you?
I don't remember being that girly, actually.
Really?
Yeah, I don't think I was.
I was like princess tiaras on 24/7.
No, I wasn't into Barbies. I would like torture my Barbies.
You would?
Yeah, that was like the only thing I did. I would like hang them out the window. I have a joke about that. Yeah, where that's like all I did with Barbies was like torture them.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what that says about my issues.
Like, would you like rip their arms off and stuff?
Yeah, I would like play. I mean, I think I would like cut their hair.
Yeah, you
and
gotta
like
cut
do
your
weird
dolls.
things. Yeah, and then hang them out the window.
My best friend growing up, her mom bought her an American Girl doll, and those are expensive. And
I think I wanted one of those.
And one day she decided to cut her American Girl doll's hair, and her mom was pissed. Like a $200 doll when she gave it like a crazy haircut.
I think I had one of those, maybe.
Which one?
Maybe Samantha.
I had Samantha too.
Yeah.
Samantha was a rich bitch.
The main one. Yeah, the snobby one.
The snobby one. Yeah. That's so funny.
I do remember those being in. I wasn't that into Barbie, so then I was surprised by how people were so into Barbie, because I remember it being the opposite, where people were like, you don't have to like Barbie just because you're a girl. You know, you can be a tomboy. You can do boy things. And then suddenly Barbie came out and everyone was like, Barbie, I love Barbie. I was like, since when did we love Barbie?
Yeah.
I thought Barbie was like a generation before.
I grew up liking Barbie.
You did?
I had like these like big
buckets.
Yeah, like this box, and it was like her, like all of her stuff went into it. Do you know what I'm talking about? It was like a Barbie carrier.
No.
And there was like
it wasn't her house that would her house.
No, it was like a carrier for all of her clothes.
No, I don't remember this. I did not. I was never into Barbie.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
It was
honestly,
like that. It was like that. Or no, it was like that one.
Oh, really?
The locker. Yes.
Wow.
That's the exact one. Maybe that looks exactly like the one I had.
Oh,
maybe.
I do remember people having this, but I did not have this. Okay, I remember people having this.
And then I would lose like her shoe.
It's
and
super cute,
I'd be like,
actually.
Mom, I lost my Barbie shoe. And she'd be like, I don't know what to tell you. I'm not spending an hour and a half trying to look for one of those little high heels.
Yeah.
It takes too long.
It's funny. This does, like, looking at this does bring back memories, but they're not my memories. They're like other kids' memories. I'm like, oh yeah, I remember other kids having that.
Yeah. What about, did you have Polly Pocket?
What's that?
Polly Pocket was like this little... You don't know what Polly Pocket was?
No.
She was like this little girl that came in this little house. Let me see. And you would open up the case.
Yeah, I remember. I remember other people having this.
What toys did you play with?
I don't remember playing with toys at all.
Did you play sports?
I did ballet.
Okay.
I was really into ballet.
Okay.
But I don't remember like toys. Isn't that weird? I remember Tickle Me Elmo when Tickle Me Elmo came out.
I remember Tickle Me Elmo.
That was really cool.
Teddy Ruxpin.
Oh,
What's
Teddy
that?
Ruxpin. I've heard of
Ruxpin.
that.
It was like this bear that would read to you.
I remember Popples. I did
Popples?
have a bunch of Popples.
Look up Popples.
I had one named Pancake.
Popples.
Or I named it Pancake.
Well, that's cute.
Popples. That was more 80s.
I don't remember Popples.
I had that exact purple one.
No.
That was Pancake.
That?
Yeah, I named him Pancake. That guy.
This was Pancake, right?
Yeah, I named him Pancake.
He's out of stock.
This brings back memories. Okay, I had Popples.
$55. Wow.
I had a bunch of Popples.
What about did you have pound puppies?
Yes, I think so.
You open up their stomach and little puppies come out?
Oh no, I didn't have that.
It was like
I'd remember
it was like
that.
a dog stuffed animal. Yeah.
Oh, I remember.
Like that.
Yeah.
And then it would Velcro and then
Why do I remember everyone having these, but I did not?
I don't know.
Did you go through a beanie bag phase?
Oh yeah, Beanie Baby phase.
Beanie Babies.
Oh, did I go through a Beanie Baby phase? It lasted a little too long. And I hoarded them. Did you have them?
Mm-hmm.
Did you?
Yeah, like we had a lot. My sister would collect them. We collected
I collected them too, and it was like everything was like a reward. My mom would be like, "Okay, if you get a good grade on your math test, we'll get you a Beanie Baby."
Oh,
it was like a bartering tool that my mom had because they're like $7.
Yeah,
like,
they're super cheap.
Please study.
Like,
yeah. Yes, I had them and I was obsessed with them and I had little protective tags on them.
Oh.
And I like treated them so well. And then one day, I don't know what came over me in 8th grade. I decided I'm gonna join the environmental club on a whim. All of a sudden, I'm environmentalist in 8th grade.
Wow.
I think I was lost at this point.
Yeah.
So then I joined. In 8th grade. I joined the environmental club, which is also the PE teacher / computer teacher / environmental club lady. She was all of those things.
Wow. Okay.
Very
the
weird.
Nerd.
Coach,
the main nerd.
Yeah, her name was Coach Terry.
Oh, wow.
Okay. And she was like a lesbian and she wore these like printed Hawaiian shirts all the time. And I think she was dating my 5th grade teacher, but we were at a Catholic school and nobody really knew. But anyways, on a whim one day, she's like, we should have like a charity event for the environmental club. Does anyone have any ideas? And I'm like, I do. And I donated all of my Beanie Babies to the environmental club.
God.
And she said we were going to have a Beanie Baby sale and we never did. So now this bitch is out there.
She just stole your
She straight up took my Beanie Baby.
That is so crazy.
And I think about it all the time.
And she was just fine with it? Like, she wasn't like, are you sure you want to give up all your Beanie?
My mom was like, are you sure? Because my mom's like, I spent so much money on those fucking Beanie Babies.
I can't believe you
like
just
a
gave
year
up.
ago. I came with a huge trash bag of Beanie Babies and I just gave them
It's like
to
you
her.
got brainwashed by the environmental
It was
team
a
without
cult.
anybody even trying to get you.
you.
Yeah, it was a cult. It was a Terry cult.
Isn't that weird?
That is so weird. I wonder what came over you.
Well, but I'm also like, what came over her that she accepted that?
That's so weird. And also,
Right?
like
wouldn't you be like, make sure with your mom? My mom was so annoyed because it was just like,
it's just bizarre that she was just like, yeah, I'll take all your Beanie Babies.
yeah. And now my
then
sister
you
at
don't
my
know-
parents' house, my sister has hers in like a vacuum sealed bag.
Oh,
Like they're like protected, like untouched, nice in her shelf.
worth $1 million.
Mine are fucking in. Who knows where they are? They're in
Terry
Coach
has a
Terry's
shelf
garage
with all your Beanie Babies. That's insane. That's a craziest teacher.
She was crazy. She was off.
Yeah, that's really weird.
She used to do weird things. She used to be like my sister got out of going to computer class because my sister was like really shy and small, and in kindergarten, I guess Coach Terry told them in the computer class that if they didn't act right, she would throw a chair at them.
What?
And my sister was like crying and scared of her. And so my sister got to never have to go to computer class.
Oh my God. Well, your parents are probably like, she stole all of Sarah's Beanie Babies. This is not a good woman.
Oh my God.
That's crazy.
I wonder where she is now.
That animal thing reminded me of the time that I somehow got really into animals, and my parents had, and we didn't have any animals. We never had a dog or anything. But my mom got the National Geographic for some reason. They had a subscription for the National Geographic, and I spent 3 days in my room cutting out all the animals and just posting them all over my wallpaper.
You did?
Like I did a collage around my entire room of animals.
That's cute.
And I think my mom came in and was like, "Okay." Like the ugliest collage of taped up animals.
That's so funny. I used to do that with boys.
Oh, really? That seems more normal.
I had like I would cut out, I had Carson Daly on my wall.
Really?
When he had black nail polish and he was dating Tara Reid. That's what I was so jealous of Tara Reid. And then I had Freddie Prinze Jr. was like number 1.
I had Leonardo DiCaprio on my wall.
Leonardo DiCaprio. Probably like that's the age that he likes his girlfriend.
Yeah, I know. I was his type back then. If only I had met him when I was 15.
Leonardo DiCaprio
Could have had my chance.
Do you think he was at the Diddy parties?
Oh, for
yes.
sure he was.
at the
party. He's a partier.
Yeah, I remember in my 20s going to clubs and he would like walk out with like a baseball cap on.
Oh, really?
Like inconspicuous. Like
yeah, I feel like he's like just so bored, you know? It's like when you get that famous, I think you just get bored. You're like, what do I do with all this money and time and attention and power?
I would be like getting massages.
I'm sure he does that too.
Yeah.
But he also
But
goes
some
to
people
Diddy
don't
parties.
like getting massages.
I had the worst massage the other day. It was like
nothing makes me more upset.
It was
when I'm
like-
spending money on a massage and it's bad.
It was spastic. She was like, boom.
Where
boom,
did you
like,
get
all
it?
All over. It was somewhere. Like it was somewhere in my neighborhood, but it was like Thai, some kind of Thai massage.
Yeah, the
It was
last
like
time,
one of those little holes, you know.
Yeah, the last time I got a Thai massage, I do not know what she did to me. I was in pain, dude.
Me too. It hurts.
I wonder if it was the same place.
I said to her, "Can you slow down?" And she did it. She did it for 5 seconds and then went again. And it was like so rough. It was just like, brr, 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 brr. I was like, this is giving me anxiety.
Yeah. Have you heard of this thing called a head spa?
Head? Oh no, does
I
it just do
found
your
out-
head?
Yeah, like I
don't like head massages.
You don't?
No, I don't like the feeling of it.
They do this thing where go to videos. They like do all this weird shit
Oh.
and they wash your hair in this water and then they test your scalp and you see what kind of scalp you have.
Oh, is it for hair?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh,
I don't know what this one is.
Oh yeah, my bad.
Yeah,
It was
see,
like
I'm trying to do that. That looks really fun to me.
that just looks shit like she's getting her hair done.
Yeah, but I think I'm
What's
in
the
it for the head
difference?
massage.
Okay. I like it if my hair's wet, but if my hair's dry, I just feels weird.
No, it's like
when
that. It's wet.
Okay.
But then they like tell you what kind of scalp you have.
And then what?
I don't know.
What do
They probably
do
try
about
to
it?
sell
They
you a
sell
bunch
you
of products.
stuff. Yeah.
It's probably not worth it, right?
No.
I want to go. Okay, I need you to tell me that because I was like,
no.
should I go
Just
after
take,
this
Just take fish oil pills or whatever
for your hair?
for your hair.
For your scalp.
Yeah.
Do you guys ever like? Did they ever try to
Amino.
like talk to you during the massage? I think I've only got massaged like twice, and I felt like they kept talking to me, and I was like, oh, I don't want to.
Communicate.
No, I will never talk to them.
I
will not.
You just let them talk.
Well, they've never tried really.
They communicate with me too. Well, the worst massage I ever got was in Austin. This guy is massaging me, and the entire time he's massaging me, he goes, "Damn, I'm good." Like he would like get my back, and then he would comment on how good he was at massaging.
That is so
the
weird.
entire time. And I called Kim, and I was like, "Dude, was he like, damn, I'm good during the massage?" So she's like, "Yeah." I'm like, "That's what he does. He narrates his own performance during the entire massage."
That is really weird.
And it was so weird. It was so weird.
I used to go to the Thai. There was like a Thai spa.
Yeah.
In somewhere in Koreatown, or I guess
We
it was
spa?
a Korean spa. Maybe
We spa?
I don't remember what it's called. I don't think
Probably
it was
is.
called Wii Spa.
Okay.
But it was something like that.
Olympic spa?
Maybe. I think it was close to Olympic.
Okay.
But it was really good. And I would go there for like hours. You know, you could do all the
Yeah.
different rooms and you could get a massage. But there was one woman, and every time she massaged me, she'd go, "Oh, sexy body."
No.
And it made me feel really good. But then one time I came and she didn't say it. And I was like, what happened? Like, I wanted to be like, no, what about my body is it not sexy anymore? I felt really rejected.
That's so
It was
crazy.
like every other time she said sexy body.
That's awesome. Well,
Like-
that's our episode. Where can people find you?
EricaRhodesComedy.com. And
Yes.
just check out my road dates because I have a lot coming up. So
Yay. And what's your Instagram?
just Erica Rhodes.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, everything's just Erica Rhodes. And then TikTok's Erica Rhodes 22, but I'm like I don't really post that
going
much on there.
You just find out
Just-
about Zach Bryan's
Yeah, I'm
personal
just
life.
checking on Brianna chicken fry,
Yeah,
making
same.
sure she's okay.
We all are.
Yeah.
And okay, yeah. So this will come out the 20th. So if you have anything
Oh,
that
cool.
weekend that you want to
Yeah,
push.
the 20th. The 20th of
November.
yeah. So that weekend, I'm going to be in Boston at Off Cabot that Friday and Saturday, and then Laugh Boston this Sunday, the 24th.
Awesome. Get tickets to see Erica, and you can find me here every Wednesday on Shank, every Monday on This Bitch, patreon.com/Sara Weinshenk for bonus content. December 12th, Kim Congdon and I are doing This Bitch and Friends in the main room of the Comedy Store. It's Ian Fidance, Jordan Jensen, Josh Potter, me, Kim, and more people coming soon. And then you can find me every Monday on This Bitch, patreon.com/Sara Weinshenk. Thank you guys so much. We'll see you next week.